Probably sloppy more than anything. Our first two periods we didn't execute very well. We clean up our puck possession and how we're moving the puck around. I think we give ourselves a lot better looks. We're kind of caught in the middle or playing our D zone a little too much. I mean, they've got some good forwards. They made some nice plays to get some goals, but I think we can give ourselves a good chance if we execute well.
So you're one player that has consistently produced. You got 2 goals in the last game, 1 tonight. How does it feel to kind of be a leader in the locker room, kind of take that on your shoulders?
Well, it's something you take pride in. Being an older guy, it's a lot of fun to try and take that role on and teach the young guys a little bit and kind of pass it forward. I had some great older guys when I was coming up that helped me along the way, and I've always enjoyed this part of leading, so it's been a really good fit for me that way in terms of the role they've asked me to try and take on. And obviously you want to be up top, but it's been an enjoyable situation with the role I have here.
So there were a lot of whistles tonight, a lot of offsides, a lot of penalties. How does that kind of throw off the flow to the style of game you guys try to play?
Yeah, it interrupts it a little bit, but our big issue tonight was we got away from what makes us successful a little bit. We tried to get a little too cute, when you do that and you don't execute well, it can end up in your end for a longer periods of time, and that's what happened. We had to simplify a little bit, like you've seen in the third. Make the simple plays, get it in behind them, spend some more time in their end, and we were able to put a few in the back of the net.
Did your coach tell you it's Chicago in the first round?
I just heard, yeah. That'll be fun, I'm sure. We always have tough games with those guys and big emotion with those games, so I'm sure it'll make for a great series.
Are you worried about tomorrow maybe becoming maybe a little bit of a statement game with knowing that you're about to head into a series with these guys?
Could be, yeah. There's definitely that possibility. It's tough to really know exactly what's going to happen going forward. I don't know if they're going to rest guys or whatever. I think either way it's going to be a hard-fought game.
What about for you guys? Is it important to get a little momentum with tomorrow?
It'd be nice to get the momentum, but I think our group's very strong mentally. We've had a lot of success lately, and you always want to win the games, but we understand what makes us good and what makes us unsuccessful, and there's no panic in there. Our young guys have responded really well. They've grown a lot, and I don't think that's something we're really too concerned with going into the playoffs.
Talking about that, what do you have to do against Chicago to be successful in that series?
Well, I think puck management's going to be a big one. I mean, they've got some offensive guys that can make plays when you give them chances, and if you can limit their transition game, it's going to do nothing but help us in our cause.
So tonight was pretty physical. It's probably going to be a pretty physical first round. How equipped do you guys think you are to withstand that?
Oh, I think we're good. We've got a lot of big bodies in there, and a lot of guys that like playing that way. So I think that's a good fit for us. We've got a lot of heart in our room, guys that want to win, and that's what you want going into the playoffs.
You got a lot of reinforcements of late. Do you worry, though, maybe as a double-edged sword, you got depth, but you got to build chemistry on the fly here?
Yeah, it'd be nice to have a little more time to kind of, feel some lines out and get some chemistry going that way. But we're all pros. We can figure that out on the fly relatively easily, whether it's watching game tape or feeling things out in morning skate or, watching video as a line or even something like that. We'll be able to figure that out all right.
Your power play units had a lot of success over the last few weeks. What's been the ingredient that's made it go?
I think we've just tried to keep it simple. We've got plan A, and if plan A is being taken away, we roll to plan B. And when we execute in terms of moving the puck around, do that cleanly, it backs teams off and gives us the space that we're looking for out there, and we've got some guys that can put the puck in the right areas. So when things are clicking, we can be good.
After tomorrow's game, you guys have a week off until your first game. What do you guys plan to doing in that week off?
I'm sure Jeremy will put together a plan in terms of how he wants us to approach this week in terms of practice times, what styles of practice. I'm sure after this game and the one tomorrow, he's going to have some things he's going to want to clamp down on a little bit and address. So we'll go over that. And I'm sure we'll go over, the exact game plan that he wants us to, bring out against Chicago in the playoffs.